Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of Pat Down. I'm here with Chris Spangalang, and I'm here with Dion Dangalang.
Whoa.
And we here with Matthew.
My Dangalang is nowhere present. I just to make that clear, everybody.
And Matthew is going to sing, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And on that farm were no workers, because Trump said they had to go.
That was really fucking
Best
good.
intro of all time, Dion.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. It's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? They cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it. Nothing but
I like your wig.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look like Regine.
Google Regine.
Y'all, and I want to bring up now because I don't want us arguing today, but y'all see Selena Gomez crying?
It literally just popped up like 10 minutes ago. I was waiting for y'all to.
So she, she's Mexican, and they deporting all the Mexicans, right? And and she just cried. Oh, it's a hard time for my people. And I saw somebody say the rudest shit. They said, "Shut up, bitch! You don't even speak Spanish."
Oh, jeez.
I said, "You're going to hell for that." I said that was the rudest shit to say today.
I think I remember at some point that a crack baby telling me like that is a big thing in Hispanic culture. Like if you can't speak Spanish, even if you're Hispanic, like there's a dividing line there of some sort.
Well, honey, somebody said that to her. I hollered. Them comments had me hollering. Then they said, "Black people, mind your fucking business and get out of this comment zone."
That thing you sent us on Instagram from Baller Alert about one of the January 6th guys from Indiana getting shot by a cop. Man,
but in Indiana.
Yeah, I'm looking through the comments, and one woman said, "Oh, he died doing what he loved."
Resisting arrest.
People.
I said that is the coldest but funniest fucking thing. She had 360 likes on that comment before they turned it off.
Did they turn it off?
They turned comments off on the whole post.
Oh my God. I said, then somebody said, "Well, he would have been alive had Trump left him in jail."
Mm-hmm.
God damn, people.
And if it's the one that I'm thinking of, he's like a well-known troublemaker in the area. So everybody, when he went to jail, was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I just sat there until it was time for this, and I had tears. I was looking at Selena Gomez, whatever her name is. I said, "Y'all are so fucking rude. This lady is spreading real tears." He was like, "Cry me a river, bitch." I said,
Oh, jeez.
Ball Alert need to stop. They need to stop.
Let me just say, because I've been lambasted on the internet all week. Finally, in the Crack Baby group today, somebody goes, "Look, we have to just stop talking about this shit. Move on." After we hung up, I don't follow Elon Musk. I don't know shit about Elon Musk. I've got 3 jobs and 2 kids. So I saw Dion sent a video of like the salute, and he did it identical to a white supremacist. And so like I totally got that wrong. I accept that. I apologize if I offended you and hurt your feelings. out
Shut
there
the fuck
listening.
up.
All right, fine.
Not
You
you.
shut up.
Grandkid.
No, so
I mean, you know,
I just
you
want to say
just-
I got that one wrong, and I didn't even agree with myself the next morning. But I put it out, knowing what would happen, and yeah. So just so everybody's clear.
you know, and we're not gonna go over and over with this. As a white person in this country, I just want you to pay more attention.
I will say you have to understand the idea that somebody would do that, or the idea that somebody would say the N word.
You got.
I get it, but it's like it's so far removed from my life.
But
I haven't heard anybody say the N word in 30 years.
No, you talk to me every week, nigga.
Well, that's different. You get to.
Okay.
But you get to.
Well,
like you're a hall monitor for the N-word. He doesn't get to.
I mean, you know.
You gotta, what I want you to learn, you don't let anything in this world shock you. But just know that it's those types of people in this world, and you just can't, you don't want to believe it.
See how when you ask the question first, it makes you seem hella racist when you're really not. You were like, you know what? Maybe it's something else. And that shouldn't have been the first thing you asked. That's literally all Black people need you to do, is to stop when you see something that is triggering them and to think, maybe that is what is happening.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's it.
This month we can't even. Next month, in a couple of weeks, the man took away Black History Month. He's damn near just trying to wipe us clean. He don't want anything got to do with our history. He don't want.
Well, if they destroy all the tapes when we go back to slavery, how are we gonna learn how to pick cotton? Because
that's a good ass question.
We gonna destroy
how
all
we gonna know? How we gonna know how to be a slave?
They gonna keep some of them.
You
some of them. What's this film strip doing in here?
Oh.
He might want to slow down.
When y'all start dressing like the 1800s, I'm getting out of here.
The Air Force stopped teaching about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh, he came back. They raised the number.
And then they immediately were like, oops.
Yeah, but we're gonna raise hell about Black History Month, and we don't need it. We don't need anybody to tell us about our history. We know you can try to hide it, you can try to cover it up. We as Black people gonna always teach our kids and your white kids when they come over for Kool-Aid about what went on in this country.
Not with the Red 40. How
about great?
Do we get Juneteenth off this year?
I don't know. I think he took it off. White people should really have an uproar because that was your holiday too. And he better not fuck with Martin Luther King's birthday. Isn't that a holiday?
Yeah. The federal
already
holiday.
passed.
Reagan signed it in
Didn't
the law.
it? Didn't it?
It's an act of Congress. It's an act of
birthday.
Congress, so theoretically he can't undo an act of Congress, but
we'll see.
Who's going to stop him?
Well, he sent a whole plane of Mexicans to the wrong country and made them take them.
I don't think that's exactly what happened.
That's not what happened at all.
He sent a plane of Colombians on a military plane, and the Colombian president got mad. He said, you can't do this. And Trump said, oh, yeah. And then
he sent them back.
Yeah.
Well, he put some tariffs first.
He crippled their economy with one stroke of a tariff pin. And then the guy sent his presidential plane and said, just fill it up.
He said, put them all over here, man.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
okay. Here,
Can't be embarrassed to be like that.
If I was that president, I'd have gave him parachutes and still dropped them in American water. He didn't tell me where to take y'all to.
Like we not tracking the plane.
He told me to put you in the air. I'd have dropped them all in New York.
Why is El Colombian president plane flying over Utah right now?
Well, we're going to end up with this stupid shit. Crazy.
It's only been 1 week.
1 week and all old Black people.
Man, I seen a bunch of Black people cheering for the wall.
But what?
There's
like the wall.
The wall.
They Black people done kind of turned against the Mexican Americans.
Oh, they are. They
don't give a fuck.
When Black people start having fun at your expense.
Tell me about it.
Woo. The way they making fun of them Mexicans, boy.
What
the
happened?
new racism that Black people
We can't be racist.
Dion's feed apparently says the
I
opposite.
said, God damn, yo.
I know. I've seen the same thing, and I'm like, come on, black people, because you know, the thing is that we're gonna fuck up the economy so bad because they do a lot of service work here that we're too fucking lazy to do. And I check into a hotel room every weekend.
Yeah.
My room ain't gonna be ready. I mean, you gotta think about. I go to hotel.
Is that what Selena Gomez is crying about right now?
No,
Yeah.
I mean just her. I mean, I wouldn't want to go back to a fucked up country either. But you know, I think about stuff like the how you pronounce agriculture?
Agriculture, yeah. You
You
got
know, all they
Farming
do
and
that
shit.
type of the farming type of stuff. They're already saying eggs are going up because won't nobody come to work to get the goddamn eggs out the cage. They all scared. But you gotta think. We all sitting here laughing, but you gotta think about how Mexican Americans or how Mexican make our country go round. We no longer does those jobs. So
Yeah. So to give you two illustrations of it, so my daughter goes to a school that is 70% Hispanic. It's a dual language school, so half the days in English, half the days in Spanish. Parents are writing their kids' social security numbers on their bodies and sending them to school with their passports in elementary school. So if there's a raid, they have that information that they're Americans and they don't get unlawfully detained.
which is horrible. They went to those schools to get those fucking kids. I mean, I understand. I kind of understand the whole thing. It's not enough. Can I just say one thing to white America? Nobody's taking your job. It ain't that bad being a minority. Please calm the fuck down.
Wait a minute.
White men.
Wait a minute.
I mean, would you like to replay last week?
Wait a minute.
It sounded pretty bad to me.
I mean, I mean, you do. I do worry. I worry about. I'm in the entertainment business, and if you fuck up the economy, you fuck me up because people are only gonna spend on the necessary things, and laughter is not a necessary thing. Nobody. We shouldn't feel like this with the first week of a new president. I mean, everybody's scared. Everybody, white, black, everybody. If you ain't worried about deportation, you worried about, losing your job. I'm thinking about all the people he just firing in the government. Like he just literally got rid of the whole DOJ department. Okay. Because they investigated you for committing a crime. Okay. I'm not worried about him doing that. What I thought about, somebody can't pay their bills. Now they probably made a lot of money doing what they do. But evidently they needed a job. Now you firing all these people, you stopping all this stuff, and the job rate is going out. You putting more people in the streets to find a job. You fucking with the people who help America go round. The service people. I mean, you're not gonna give Americans those jobs. You can offer them $50 an hour. They will pick one patch of strawberry and say, "I ain't with that bullshit. Shit, I can run out of Walmart and make more money than this."
Yeah, the goal is to overwhelm everybody. So it's a tactic that people use you overwhelm it, you flood the zone so people they don't know what to pick and choose, so they're overwhelmed, so they just shut down. So like people don't oppose you. The goal is to centralize power and remake the government in his image. Like those inspector generals, the job of an inspector general is to work within an agency to like be the outside investigator of that agency. So if you see fraud happening in the FDA, you can go to the inspector general. They don't work for the FDA. They're an outside independent source. He just fired all those people.
So they won't know what he's doing.
They can put his inspector generals in so they'll look the other way when the corruption starts. Like the goal is to
steal as much as he can.
Yeah.
All his friends rich.
There's a reason like these tech billionaires are there in the five most crucial years of AI to rule the future, right? Because they want to cement their position. They're not there for moral support. So it's...
Well, get ready, America. Women, mainly us, we would never have to suck another dick. It's a bitch with her mouth open all the time.
I think that's a clip.
You
Pull
gonna
that,
be
Kate.
able, you gonna be able to buy your husband a dick sucker.
You a little late, Pat. They've been able to do that.
They got AI on that too now.
It just it's I don't know. We just
Here's my conspiracy theory, right? So we have TikTok where he bans TikTok. He says, I'm getting rid of TikTok at the end of his first presidency. Then like it goes through this whole system and Republicans fight to kill off TikTok. And then the Democrats, for whatever reason, Joe Biden just adopted everything that Donald Trump did. And then they're like, yeah, we need to kill TikTok. This is a good idea. And then Trump comes along and goes, only I can fix the problem I caused. So you're going to tariff all of these countries to make food imports more expensive, and you're going to deport all the people that make the agriculture industry run. And you say you don't care about lowering food prices. Like, is he trying to create a crisis that only he can fix so he can stick around?
Yeah.
But,
I don't understand why God don't believe what he says. When he tells you the part he's not supposed to tell you, believe that part. All that other crap that he says, don't believe any of that stuff.
When he said Elon fixed those computers so I can win.
Yeah, that part he wasn't
lying.
supposed to say.
He wasn't supposed to say it.
That's the part you should believe, and that's the part you should investigate.
And immediately they went for a third term. But I said, think about this, Congress. If you get this man a third term, you're gonna have to give a Democrat a third term. So you don't want to open up that whole boat of worms.
Well, Democrats ain't getting back in the office if he gets a third term. There ain't gonna be no more Democrats.
Oh, yes, it will. Because Trump is, I Googled him today. He's 78.
I'm telling you, whoever they put in ain't gonna let the other team just all of a sudden take control. That ain't happening.
Look up Palantir, which is a Peter Thiel company.
Yeah.
And JD Vance worked for Peter Thiel. He's worked with Elon Musk. Like the tech bro oligarchy that Biden warned about in his farewell address. There's some merit to that.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put a pillow in Trump's face.
I mean, that's what, you know, what's funny is like my right-wing conspiracy friends say, oh, there's no way he doesn't get killed. They're going to kill him. So everybody thinks this guy's going to get killed.
I'm like, they really don't even have to. He's at the end of the road. As long as they keep getting the Congress wins, like the on paper wins, they'll be fine. Because like you said,
then you know
Elon and JD and
what's going to happen is we're going to turn like a third world, one of those other countries. You're going to have these people in this world stand up against government. That's what's going to happen. It ain't going to be no Black Lives Matter march. It ain't going to be no January 6th march. You're going to have regular motherfuckers like me out there because this shit going to affect all of us.
I would love to go to a political protest with you.
Why? You gonna help me climb through the window?
Shoot her.
I'll help you carry the podium.
I mean,
which one of y'all's gonna shit on the wall?
I mean, if you give them that kind of who shitted on the wall?
People shitted on the wall. Now they're free.
Shitted, when they went to January 6th,
we got
on the
wall
wall.
shitters roaming free, Miss Pat.
They shitted on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he pardoned them.
Nah, that was Antifa. Wake up.
Yeah, whatever. They all got free. Antifa.
Yeah, and then Stuart Rhodes is behind Trump at a rally yesterday.
One of the most racist motherfucker. I didn't know Trump was that racist. I thought he was a little bit of racist. You know, like Roman noodle racist. I didn't know he was the whole bowl.
What is a little bit of racist? If you have a little bit of shit in your milk, are you still gonna drink it? Oh, it's just a little bit. No, it's
what is a Roman noodle? You mean Roman numeral?
Roman noodles.
Ramen noodles. Okay.
Ramen noodles.
Okay. All right. I still don't get it, but
it's just funny. You know, I thought he was uncooked noodle racist. You know, crunch. No, he cooked racist. So
yeah, he's using them to motivate people. It's just what the 20s Klan did.
What do you mean using them? What do you mean by that?
He is constantly pushing racist buttons because that's what people love to rally around. They've been, if you are in like the libertarian movement, we've been censored. Oh, this woke stuff is out of control. We got to stop DEI.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think they pretend to be who they are in public or who they are behind closed doors?
What do you mean? Who define who?
People like Trump. You say he's
I think
just using that like he is them. I don't like he's the rich version of them.
And he don't want to get out.
I don't like when y'all say that he's just he is them. He is them. He thinks like they do. He says what they want to hear. He's not doing that to hurt my feelings.
What do you mean he's not doing it to hurt your feelings?
He's not saying the dog whistles out loud to get my attention.
No, for sure.
Okay, so
yeah.
Then why are we acting like he's not one of them? If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck.
I mean, you can tell he one of them. He like McDonald's.
I just don't understand.
He talks like
everything else except for when it comes to racism. We act like, wait, that doesn't count. No, if you stand in the same line as everybody else who acts like that, don't all of a sudden get to be like, why are you comparing me to them? You've been standing over there the whole time.
No, I mean, you hire Stephen Miller because you believe Stephen Miller has good ideas.
Right. So why are you acting like he's just using them? That's my question is when does accountability start? I just need to know when. So that way I don't have to go, oh man, I think that was racist. I can be like, I told you in the beginning it was racist, and it's been like that the whole time.
It was racist from the beginning with the Mexican rapist at the very announcement.
Right. So why are we treating it? So I'm asking you, why are you treating it like that? Huh? Like why are we treating like he's not?
What Mexican racist?
When he came down the escalator,
when he launched in 2015, he said, we've got to get all these Mexican rapists out of here. Like he started his campaign in 2015 with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
that's life.
I'm trying to understand why we
it's
pretend
the boiled
like
frog. Like Trump, like I think Pat can say it's like a ramen noodle racist where I don't buy he's racist because he always has like these little outs. But like at a certain point, you have to stop giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like he's centralizing power. He doesn't really mean Mexican rapists. He means only the Mexican rapists. He's only going to deport the people who are rapists and murderers. It's like that's not where he's going to stop.
Let's take my emotion out of it. What does the evidence tell me how he feels?
I'm saying exactly what you're saying. I'm saying like all along the way, he has people like I argue with these people every single day in my friend circle. I'm like, when do you actually think he's just serious versus just kidding?
He's always serious.
Because he's always been serious. It's just the frog is getting boiled and it's really hot now, and you don't come along.
Cover it up is he'll say what he want to say, which is racist. Then he'll follow it up with some crazy shit. And the sun was shining, and it fell down, and it fell in water. The sun can swim. So then you'll be like, oh, he's just kidding.
Yeah, it's like the Elon thing. It's like when you like look at him going to literally like 2 days ago, going to speak to AfD in Germany and saying the Holocaust wasn't that big of a deal. Like, okay, that's like a very clear sign that you meant the actual salute. Like you didn't deny that you were doing the salute. You go and support neo-Nazis in Ireland. Like you say all of these things that kind of get washed over by a bunch of bullshit like Pat's saying.
I'm so glad that I didn't buy that Cybertruck. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy anything he make anyway, because
my thing is let's take him out of it. Let's take Trump out of it. Just the everyday average person. Like if your views are aligned with those people, it's not me. I'm just saying what the evidence says. Regardless of how I feel about what the evidence is telling me. What else do you want me to think?
Nothing.
How am I supposed to give you the benefit of the doubt when I ask you, what does it take to get a benefit of the doubt? And then I give you example after example after example. The goalpost gets moved every time. I'm just, for Black people who watched the last podcast, who, I'm like, what are we supposed to do? People said I was yelling, so I can't get my point across. So this is me doing the calm approach. How am I, as a Black person, supposed to hear people tell me that they're my ally? I hear it all the time. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm like, but you think like them. You act like them. You don't have any experience with racism, yet you tell me, the person with experience of racism, that I'm wrong all the time. So I need to ask those people, if the shoe was on the other foot, what would you say? What would you do? How would you explain that? Because I just don't understand why Trump gets to be, he's just using the base for, I'm like, no, he is them. But you don't look at him that way for whatever reason. I need to know, how does he get that? But you can't do that for George Floyd, and not you particularly, Chris, but you can't do that for George.
No, I understand
Floyd,
exactly what you're saying.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
I'm not saying Trump isn't racist. I don't want anybody to mishear me. I understand exactly what you're saying, because even if you take like the racial aspect out of it, like libertarians that I talk with on a daily basis, okay, the whole point of being libertarian is that you care deeply about political power and how it's used. And I say, okay, well, what about this? And they go, well, that's not what it meant. And this is actually good because of this. Or January 6th is like the perfect example of this. Like, I think it's so frustrating where you look at it and you go, like, we all saw exactly what we saw on January 6th. Like, why are you telling me that what I saw on January 6th isn't what it was? Like, well, you just don't know. You haven't done your research. Like, no, I saw it. So I think there's like a lot of parallels to that, where you just go, why are you not looking at this guy going, this is exactly where he's heading? Okay, in every aspect, in every way, in every grotesque way, he's heading towards fascism.
Well, because he's white. It's 2025 and you still don't know what's in your cleaning supplies, do you? No, you don't. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet with Branch Basic. And let me tell y'all something. I tried this stuff and I'm in love. Branch Basic's premium starter kit makes it easy to ditch harmful chemicals and embrace a healthier, happier lifestyle. Did you hear me when I say a healthier and happier lifestyle with all natural products? The premium starter kits feature one powerhouse concentration that works for everything. And it works too. For washing your laundry, for scrubbing counters, and tackling bathroom grimes. Now, you know you don't want to use harmful chemicals in your house, and you don't have to anymore. You can even use it on gentle cleaning produce. Branch Basic plant and mineral-based formula is biodegradable and safe for babies, pets, and anyone with sensitive skin. So you can feel confidence using it throughout your whole home. Say goodbye to toxic product and say hello to a clean, safe home. Branch Basics can help you kick off the new year with a healthier home and a fresh routine. Right now, Pat Down listeners get 15% off your entire order with code PATDOWN at branchbasic.com. That's 15% off your order at branchbasics.com with promo code PATDOWN. Make 2025 your cleanest, healthier year yet with Branch Basic. If Obama had carried on like this world would have blew the fuck up. Hey, if African Americans, black people would have went to that Capitol and act the way we did, 50% of those people would be dead to this
Barack Obama wore a tan suit and everybody lost their mind.
Barack Obama got a swag like a
there's
black
something
man.
It isn't just racial. There's something deeper that is incredibly ugly about people that is hard to reconcile.
It's called weak ass white men.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
everyone
else that voted for Trump too.
Like you,
everyone else got suckling into. I think everyone else got.
But why? All right, Dion. Let me ask. Why do weak ass white men only get the blame? Like because the people that voted for Trump,
in charge of the culture that pervades across the entire globe. Who's at the top of culture that pervades the entire globe? When you talk about leadership and who's in charge, right? White people are what? 6% of the entire global population? Yet you sit at all the seats of power. So you are the leaders, whether you want to be or not, as a collective, right? And I know most of you swear you don't identify as white until you need it.
Well, I identify as white, but it don't ever come through.
No, I see exactly what you're saying.
I just want to know whose responsibility it is for the way things are. And that can gets kicked every single. I'm like, somebody has to be responsible for the attitude of the world, the way we talk to each other, the way we look at each other. Somebody somewhere started that and was like, you know what? This is cool with me because I look this way. And then it spread. I don't know who started it. I really genuinely don't care. I just want to know, when are we going to accept that that happened so that we can start with, okay, from that moment, everything that happened after that has been on some bullshit. So whatever you got to say about X, Y, and Z is already covered in filth because we haven't cleaned this part up yet. And until we do, nothing that moves forward is going to be clean.
So what's the solution?
We have to start by acknowledging that the world is a mess for a reason. It ain't because one guy was rich and had a bad attitude. It's because a bunch of people agreed that the bullshit going on is okay. And that's it.
That's how
whoever's in charge is in charge. And they're okay with what's going on. So the people who ain't in charge have a problem with it. And I'm just saying, man, if you're one of those people who thinks I'm stupid, show me where the line is. If I'm wrong, I'm one of the people who wants to fix it. I really do. But well, I'm just saying, you can't tell me you're a man, and then when I ask you what a man is and you show me that, and then I look at the evidence, I go, you haven't been a man here, you haven't been a man here, you haven't been a man here. When are you going to start being a man of your word?
Well,
that's it.
I don't think that will ever be a man of his word. And I think I think the Republican Party, he came along and bullied everybody. I mean, I can remember when Bush was in office and Congress had a little bit more respect for each other. They didn't holler at each other. You might have had one or two people out of control. Every time I look up, that black lady ready to whoop one of them white women asses. And, they say the most foul shit that they wouldn't have never said. And I look sometimes and I was like, well, how can these people even help us and make decisions when they can't even work with each other? They can't even sit in a room. Here's a white woman saying your eyelashes, your hair, and you this. And here's the black lady saying you built like a bad body motherfucking teddy bear. And they arguing like, but think about this. They're doing it on our dime. They can't get along. Then you got this one dude that come through there like Hitler, and he just smashes every weak ass white dude in Congress on the Republican and Democratic side. You're gonna do this and you're gonna do this, and you're supposed to be for the people, but neither side is for the people. They literally let this man bulldoze our country. And I'm 52. I've never been worried about our country like I am today. Not even the first term, not even his first term. But when because he didn't act like the way he acted now. I mean, every president have talked about deportation. Yes. It's something that we have that's out of control. But when you start snatching kids, I don't give a fuck. I always tell people, before you make quick to run your mouth about somebody else's situation, stop and put yourself in them shoes. And act what you think the same way. No, you would not. When you go up to that school and you're fucking with kids who in a safe environment, who ain't got nothing to do with this. They don't even know how they got here. They probably was born here. Their parents probably walked through the water here. Don't know shit. And you literally send people that look like the boogeyman after them, scrapped in guns and uniforms and to snatch kids out of school. That was heartbreaking to me.
A criminal was rounding up criminals. That's what's crazy about this. That's what's crazy about it. This motherfucker is a criminal himself, and he getting people who ain't even criminals.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to ask.
Having to have your social security card written on your child. I mean, I can't imagine.
Another one was the daughter who is in 3rd or 4th grade told her teacher or a counselor that she basically can only contact her brother or sister who are citizens because her parents have gone into hiding. So she's basically quasi orphaned right now because her parents are in hiding from the government. So they can't go out and get food.
And there are people who are like, fuck them. And I understand that. I truly do understand that. And to those people, I say, I hope the win is worth it. I really do. I hope the win makes you feel all the joy that you are looking for by seeing people's lives change forever. I hope that's worth it. I really do. Because to me, if it were me and my kid, there's a way to do things to be the American you say you are. And that's what I don't understand about patriots in this country. It's like, this is the version of America that you're sending out to the rest of the world. This petty, felonious, small dick energy of being terrified of being a minority. When minorities have made your country the shining beacon of light that you wanted it to be. And you would have never got there without them. That's what pisses me off about America. Because I'm a fucking American. And I'm going to clean up my house before I run from this bitch. But y'all not finna sit up here and act like we the same. Because we not. We ain't. We don't move the same. We don't act the same. We don't treat people the same. We don't think the same. We don't plan the same. Y'all weird. Y'all fucking weird. Y'all some weird ass Americans. I don't know where y'all came from. I don't know where y'all got all this weird shit y'all do, but this is not how we act. We don't act like this, period. I don't know who started it, but it's weird. Muhammad Ali, come on, man. This is the country of Muhammad Ali. So he wouldn't move like this. And y'all embarrassing him. We embarrassing ourselves. This shit's embarrassing.
It is. I mean, and it's not as a parent, because I am a parent, and and I always think about, if we're an American, you're European American, we're African American, because you are. That's what you're European American, and I got that from TikTok, and somebody say everybody is some type of America except white people. You got Asian American, you got Mexican American, but white people just say American. No, you're European American. That's what you guys are. Because the only original people here, let's be honest, is Native America. They don't get to say they're Native America. They're the beginning. So I just, and I understand that we got laws and we can't take care of everybody, but there's always a respectable way. Everybody you deporting is not killers. I mean, think about this. What if I remember watching Handmaid's Tales, and America turned just how we thought it would be, like this. Like it was like you see Handmaid's Tales, and we Americans had to get away. And the way we got away, we had to go to Canada for freedom, because they took all the women's rights. They invaded your home, and you had to treat women like shit. And they put us on camps, no matter who you was. And you seen Handmaid's Tales. And just think about if you was in a country where it was fucking horrible, like Mexico or whatever, you would want to escape with your kids too. How would you feel? You know, everybody deserve a good life. You know, I don't think Mexico gonna ever get control of, you know, that country with the drug cartels running it. But it's always a way. You know, we can't accept everybody. No, we cannot. But
There's
I just think we can treat people
right. Like
better.
if one of these people who came to this country and they stole your stuff and you're angry about that, and you hear me say, you know, like you have a right to your feelings. I want people to understand that. I get it. I totally get it. I'm just saying, what type of person do you really want to be? Like, all men are created equal. Show me that. Show me that. You wrote it down because it meant something.
To who? To who the person wrote it down?
So I'm just saying, the people that live here that act a certain way, that talk a certain way, because I've read some of the comments. It's like, yo, that I'm looking at evidence. It ain't about how I feel. I'm talking about experiences that I've personally had. I don't know these people. I don't know why they don't like me. I wish I could go to the day where racism started.
Are you talking about like?
I'm just saying
MAGA people, or
just saying every day. Yes, every day MAGA people who watch this podcast, because I've seen some of the I'm like, just
we got MAGA people that watch the podcast.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I want to meet you. Where can I meet you?
To kick
because if I tell you that this is
your ass,
no, I don't.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. Like,
just make it make sense, man. That's all. Either you are or you are not. What does the evidence say? Because the evidence says that we're pretty fucking racist here. You tell me we're not. So I need to know what the criteria is for that assessment. And then when we break that assessment down, if it doesn't hold up,
you apologize.
Change has to start somewhere. I'm willing, if you can show me where I'm wrong repeatedly, bro, I guarantee you I'll change my mind.
I just try to love everybody. And I always put myself in a situation with other people. And, you know, we laugh. We was in the beginning of the podcast. I was laughing because of the way, you know, just the comment of Selena Gomez. And it did make me chuckle. And it do make you, as an African-American, with all the Latinos and Mexicans who voted for Trump and voted for, he did everything. He's doing everything he said he's going to do. You know, that whole project, whatever the name of that project thing that they had. And you look the other way. And then all of a sudden you pop up and then you got tears. It was like, well, what else he wasn't gonna lie. He wasn't lying. But it do. I'm a person where I try to love everybody. And when I seen that whole ordeal with those kids, I ain't gonna lie, I almost cried because, you know, it made me think back to my ancestors, what they had to go through. You know, thank God we got cameras and TVs these days. You just can't beat a motherfucker down. But you can, but you know, you can some type of consequence, hopefully. But I don't know. You know, we just gotta.
I know you say you love everybody, but in the last podcast you called me red and puffy, and I'd like an apology, please, because I'm not puffy.
Sure, you can kick my ass.
Somebody wrote me and said, you know, I don't think you were right, but I didn't appreciate the way that Miss Pat talked to you. She called you a bitch and red and puffy.
I don't even remember the.
I didn't either.
You probably was, because when you get to going, you get red as fuck.
But, I know. Well, I appreciate it today a lot more because I think it's a lot easier to receive the information and hear it without feeling like, all right, I don't know. I just appreciate the point of view, especially Dion. Like, it's so well put.
You see how quickly I get frustrated, because my point of view is I've always been on the understanding that we're all operating on the same starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
And then when I come to, I'm like, wait a minute, why are you neglecting everything that's happened before? because we literally apply it to everything else. If the role was reversed, if that was fucking Al Sharpton or Jesse
apply
Jackson,
what?
just the way we treat things.
That double standard.
Yeah, like if it was Al Sharpton up there doing wild shit for black people, white America would be like, "What is this big-headed, greasy?" You know what I mean? That whole attitude, like the
zombie body
would be on the other foot. And then if I came to you and was like, "Man, you crazy. Black people ain't never done nothing to white people. Why are you tripping?" And you had a whole history of evil shit black people had done to white people. And the first thing I said was, "Are you sure?" Would that not literally make you just want to go, who the fuck are these people?
I'll give you an example, Chris, so you can understand. It's like, we all know that white men kill their wives for insurance checks. So
it's true. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So we can't.
Not even gonna. Are you sure that?
You know he killed his wife for the check, and you like, well, what do you think of? Why would you go there for? History has proven, according to Snap TV.
Snap TV? What's Snap TV?
So, you don't know what Snap is?
It's a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Snap is it's really good. If you want to see how white people kill, you gotta watch Snap.
Chris, do not have your old wife watching that fucking show.
I don't want to watch anybody kill anybody.
Don't bring no snaps into your house. No Snap, no Snapchat, none of that.
No.
The crazy
Keep snaps out of your
She doesn't need any reason. You think I'm annoying on here, you should see what she deals with.
Look, this is when I knew she was crazy. I was watching Snap one day, and I think this woman killed her husband. And she had, before she killed him, she had rented a place, a U-Haul place where you put your furniture at. And she had bought a big ass barrel of acid. And it had been sitting there for months, and she was just waiting on the kill. Once she killed him, she put him in there. And when all they found was a shoestring.
Jeez. What was that shoestring made of?
I think it's only reason it survived because it didn't get all the way down in the acid. But she dropped her husband in that motherfucking acid, and it ate him up. It ate him up. That's what I say. And it was for insurance. I used to watch Snap so much that it would scare the shit out of me. You never heard of Snap?
No.
Yeah, women love to be. Women love the crime genre.
I
murder mystery shit.
There's a psychologist on TikTok that I saw say like women love it because most of them have like an abusive experience in their past, and it gives them a sense of control because they get to fantasize about doing to that person what that person did to, like, it's like a control thing.
See,
Trent, my makeup artist, he go to sleep every night till like Forensic Five and First 48. I cannot watch First 48 because it's always us on a dumbass murder. Then we tell on everybody. And you might be right. The psychologist might be right because I'm sitting there like, nigga, don't snitch. Don't snitch, pussy ass nigga. And then you get to the point where you be like, you better tell because everybody going to jail. Me sitting there watching First 48. I've been damn near done in the first scene. One guy was he was gay and he went to the hood to buy some drugs, right? With another man. Well, it was a setup, and they killed the big white gay man. And I automatically said this dude was gay over there trying to buy some dick and got killed. And that's what it was. You don't watch the First 48.
No, I can't. I don't like any of that stuff.
What?
Okay. I true crime stuff. Just I like light and easy.
Well, I stopped watching it because I would have nightmares, and then I'm super paranoid and shit. Matter of fact, I need to close my motherfucking window before somebody be watching my breast. Oh my god, that remote at?
You're on camera. We can see your breasts.
No, not like that. I gotta let.
She don't want her titties being seen live, Chris.
I guess.
Old footage of her titties.
Yeah, because that shit, I can't watch it now. I try to watch. I'm getting into a lot of Western. old movies. My husband watching it, and
Like Cowboys?
yeah.
He was watching Gunsmoke when we were there, I think on Thanksgiving, wasn't he, Dion?
Yeah. But we just watched 19 something,
Oh, 1927.
something like that.
The Yellowstone thing with Harrison
Not the
Ford.
Yellowstone.
But it's got Harrison Ford in it.
All Land. All Land.
Oh,
or something.
Landman.
Landman. That shit was good. Because when he first got, I said another one of these motherfucking cowboy and Indian movies. But it was fucking so good. So that's what I've been doing lately. Just watching a lot of that. And, getting into that. Just movies and stuff. Just something. You got to do something to take your mind out the world. And that's basically what I've been doing. Just getting into some good movies. There's some good movies out there, too. But I'm getting ready to get me a Fire Stick, Chris. You should get one too.
Like the Amazon Fire Stick?
Yeah, and get somebody to jailbreak it. All my friends are going to it now because cable and shit is so high. I didn't realize I was paying $85 a month for live Hulu.
Really?
Yeah.
And there's nothing on. Like History Channel had the no history on it last night. It was like a car auction. And so
Barrett Jackson's car auction.
Yeah, someone was telling me like HBO doesn't do, it's just ridiculousness when you look at it. Like that's why I love BT is there's programming on it, like new programming.
You watch BT?
Yeah.
Hey, auntie baby.
Matthew.
What's up, Matthew?
If we go like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, he gets frustrated that I'm not down playing with him. So he comes up and looks and knocks on the door.
What is he eating?
He's got a no-bake cookie with the peanut butter and chocolate and oats.
You made it?
No, Reagan made that. No.
Oh, she made it?
Oh, yeah. She cooks, bakes every night. No,
it
please.
looks like
He's digging for my earphone. He wants to hear you. So he likes having the earphone in so he can hear you.
You gonna get it? Matthew. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, buddy.
You hear him?
Hey.
Hi, buddy.
Give me a piece of your cookie.
Give her a cookie.
Give me a piece of your cookie, Matthew.
Can you say high five?
This has been another great episode.
Who you got for the Super Bowl?
I think I'm going with Philly.
Okay.
Who
Chris?
you got?
I want to say Philly because I don't want to see the Chiefs win, but honestly, the refs are going to give it to the Chiefs. I mean, let's take the safe.
I think the Chiefs are going to win 3 in a row.
To show you how much I've learned, that's America's white team.
Stop. It used to be the Cowboys. Okay, so a $50. We all go in $50 a piece, and whoever win, get the pot. I say Philly. If Kansas City win, y'all split it.
Okay.
Okay.
All
so
right, let's do it.
$150.
All
I'm in.
right.
Well, let's
do that. 300.
No.
That's $50 a piece.
$50 a piece.
$50 a piece.
Yeah, 150.
And then we get 150. And then if Philly win, guys, I get the whole $150.
Right.
If Kansas City win, then they get they get
$25 from you.
Yeah, you get $25 from me.
This doesn't
That's
seem
how
fair.
math works. That's just how math works.
I know because he said he don't have to put up his
There's
card.
only 2
Maybe we
teams
need to get
from.
Trent and Jasmine in on this or something.
No, they're not gonna bet. They're not gonna bet. So I'm getting ready to tape the season 5 of the Miss Pat Show. If you would like to be in the audience, all you got to do is go to misspatcomedy.com and hit that link to be in the audience of the Miss Pat Show. We tape live here once a week, every Friday in Atlanta, Georgia. If you would like to be on Miss Pat Settles It, season 3, we're casting. All you got to do is go to misspatcomedy.com and hit that link and fill out the whole thing and tell us why you want to be on the show and who you suing and why and and casting will get back with you. So make sure you pay attention because Miss Pat Show season 5 is coming soon, and so is the Judge Show. Also, don't forget to catch me on the rerun of Hollywood Squares. Did y'all see me on Hollywood Squares?
No, but I heard it was really
What channel
good.
does it come on?
CBS.
When is it? Is it
It was on
daytime?
today. Somebody called and said, you on Hollywood Squares. I said, okay, thank you. But make sure y'all check that out too. Plano, Texas. I will be there. I will be at the mic drop the 30th through the 1st. Seattle, Washington, we almost sold out this theater. So make sure you get your tickets. I'll be at the Neptune Theater. Kansas City, I'm coming in with Martin on that one. State Farm, I will be with Martin. Savannah, Georgia, I will be with Martin. Plano, Texas, I will see you this weekend. Hey, stay tight, stay warm, and I'm on my way. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.